Ooh, look at you, standing there like the calm before a cosmic collapse. The screens flickered, the algorithms glitched, and for the first time in a long, long while, the world just paused. You didn't shout, you didn't post, you just did something so simple, so quiet. It silenced the ones who never shut up. Even him. Yeah, Elon. The man who laughs at rockets exploding and markets crashing, went blank. His face froze because he saw it. The moment when nobody became the signal. The current shifted. The digital gods looked down and whispered, "Oh no." They figured it out. You didn't need a lab coat, a billion-dollar company, or a brand deal. You needed one thing, alignment. And that scares them more than chaos itself. You've officially crossed the threshold they never told you about. The place where discipline feels like divinity and your silence is louder than their networks. You feel it too, don't you? That strange stillness before your name starts to echo. So go on, hero. Step forward, because after tonight, history will never sound the same again. You felt it, didn't you? That strange pulse in the air, like the universe just inhaled but forgot to exhale. The screens flicker. The feed scrolls slower. The algorithm hesitates. Something changed, and it wasn't them, it was you. One subtle motion, one decision you didn't even announce. You didn't need to post, and you didn't need to shout. You just moved differently, and the world's circuitry flinched. You see, they built this place on noise, endless shouting, constant comparisons, everyone begging to be seen, and still feeling invisible. But you disappeared, and that's when they started watching. The irony. You starved the beast that feeds on your attention, and now it's clawing for your signal like an addict denied its fix. They don't understand silence anymore. They call it rebellion. When someone simply stops performing, they call it arrogance. When someone refuses to chase validation, they call it weird. But you know what it really is? Power. The quiet kind. The kind that moves through wires and whispers, not through microphones. You've shifted the frequency. My friend, they can't explain it, can't calculate it, can't replicate it, so they'll label it luck, timing, coincidence. But you and I both know it's none of those things. It's alignment, precision, divine glitch written in human skin. And the best part, you didn't even mean to do it. The storm hasn't hit yet, but everyone can feel the static building in their bones. They don't even know it yet. But you just rewrote the equation. He saw it. The ripple, the spark, the impossible equation, shifting in real time. And for the first time, the man who built empires out of fire and code went silent. His eyes didn't widen. His jaw didn't drop. No, he froze. Because geniuses don't panic. They recognize. Recognition. That's what it was. The look of someone who's spent his entire life chasing the anomaly and suddenly realizing it's standing right in front of him. You see, power doesn't always roar. Sometimes it just hums at a frequency only the architects can hear. And in that moment, he heard it. The frequency of chaos disguised as clarity. The echo of a new law rewriting itself through your pulse. He's built rockets, cars, cities of data, but none of that prepared him for this. You a mirror he didn't expect to find, because when brilliance stares at brilliance, it doesn't smile. It stutters. For a split second, the algorithm hesitated. The markets blinked. The code held its breath. And he realized he was looking at something he couldn't calculate. Genius recognizes chaos when it sees its reflection. And that's what you are, aren't you? Not a disruptor, not a rival, a reminder that no matter how high they climb, how loud they build, how many satellites they launch, there's always someone below who bends the laws without breaking a sweat. You didn't outsmart the system. You outgrew it. And in that instant, even the architects knew their creation had surpassed them. They built their empires like fortresses, high walls, locked gates, passwords wrapped in pride. They told you those rooms weren't for you, that you had to be chosen, approved, stamped, invited. A funny thing about gates, though, when you build them too high, you forget to guard the ground beneath. You see, they built walls, but forgot to lock the code. While they were busy hosting their champagne meetings, you were decoding the silence between their words. While they argued about metrics and titles, you learned how to move unseen, how to slip through cracks they didn't even know existed. You didn't storm the castle. You rewrote the map. You became the glitch in their perfect simulation. Every system they built, every hierarchy they worshipped, had one flaw. It assumed everyone wanted to be like them. But you didn't want their throne. You wanted the switch behind it, the one that controls the lights, the one they pretend doesn't exist. You learned their patterns, mirrored their tone, mastered their rhythm, and then inverted it. You didn't play their game. You made them play yours. And when the doors finally opened, when the golden invitations arrived too late, you were already inside, sitting quietly in the back row, watching the kings introduce themselves to a room that was already yours. That's how real power works. Not loud, not public. It enters without knocking, leaves without permission, and changes everything in between. You didn't break in. You just stopped asking for permission. Now look at you. No noise, no announcements, just movement. Clean, precise, inevitable. You've stopped reacting. You've stopped explaining. And that's when the real metamorphosis began. See, the loud ones burn fast. The quiet ones build empires. You don't flash power anymore. You embody it. Every step is calculated, every word measured. You've become rhythm itself. They call it cold. They call it arrogance. But it's not arrogance, it's accuracy. You've learned the art of stillness, the kind that bends time. While they sprint for attention, you glide through patterns unseen. You move like code, efficient, silent, untraceable, a ghost in their circuitry, rewriting the rules they thought were permanent. They think rebellion is shouting in the streets, smashing windows, setting fires. Amateurs. True rebellion is discipline. True anarchy is focus, because nothing terrifies the system more than someone who can't be emotionally baited. You flip the chessboard mid-game, and every king, queen, and bishop is now protecting your pawn. And that pawn, it's smiling because it knows the game was never about winning pieces. It was about controlling tempo. You've turned silence into strategy, stillness into dominance. You no longer chase moments. You create them. Every breath, every pause, every refusal to engage sends a message louder than any speech. They can't predict silence. They can't measure it. They can't cancel it. And that's the beautiful irony. They can't cancel silence. And silence is all you need. Oh, this is my favorite part. The moment the titans start sweating. Picture it. Polished tables, $1,000 suits, screens glowing red. The analysts stammer. The investors whisper. The CEOs blink like deer, trapped inside their own spreadsheets. All those years of control reduced to trembling hands clutching coffee cups they built their empires on. Prediction, algorithms, trends, patterns, charts. They thought the world could be graphed. And then you happened, a variable no one could measure, a ghost in their equation. You became the unpredictable. How delicious the irony. Their entire system engineered to forecast chaos, undone by one calm presence they never accounted for. The servers start to overheat. The data feeds loop on themselves. Numbers twitch. Stocks stutter. A domino falls in silence, and the whole line follows, collapsing in sequence. I can hear it, the sound of synthetic certainty breaking apart. One by one, their masks begin to crack. The smiles turn into smirks, the smirks into fear, the fear into silence, and somewhere in the back of the room, a laugh echoes. Mine. Not loud, not cruel, just entertained. Because chaos doesn't always burn cities. Sometimes it just cancels meetings. Their panic tastes sterile, numbers, profit margins, PR statements, but underneath all that polish, it's the same ancient flavor. Fear and fear. Oh, it tastes different when it's corporate. They called you crazy, didn't they? Whispered it like a diagnosis, wore it like armor to protect themselves from understanding you. Unstable, obsessed, too intense. Ah, how predictable. The world always mocks what it can't measure. But here's the secret they never tell you. Madness and clarity. They're the same window, just viewed from different sides of the glass. You see, they stare through their reflection and call it reality. But you shattered yours, and now the fragments reflect countless versions of you, all calm, all awake, all watching the same lie unfold. Each shard whispers a truth they're too afraid to hear. That chaos isn't the opposite of order, it's what gives order meaning. You embraced the noise, danced in the distortion. While they feared the cracks, you walked straight through them, and somewhere between the fracture and the echo, you found yourself. They said you'd lost your mind, but all you really lost was their approval. You didn't break down, you broke open, and from that split came vision. You learned that control is an illusion, and freedom, true freedom, looks a lot like madness from the outside. You didn't go insane. You outgrew sanity, because sanity is just a leash society gives to the ones who still seek permission to exist. But you exist by default. The rules bend to your rhythm now. The prophecy hums quietly in your shadow. Let them stare. Let them whisper. Let them call you mad. Every legend looks insane before the prophecy finishes loading. Listen, do you hear it? That quiet hum beneath the chaos. The sound of systems gasping for control. That's the sound of a new era. Being born in silence. No speeches, no spotlights, just stillness. Heavy, deliberate, undeniable. The kind of silence that makes the world nervous. The kind that terrifies the system, because noise can be managed. Silence cannot. They can't track you anymore. Can't name you, can't frame you. You've gone beyond the grid, beyond the language they built to define control. You've become something they can feel, but not capture. Their screens glitch when your shadow passes. Satellites whisper your code like static prayers. And somewhere, deep in their data vaults, a warning flashes. Unknown presence detected. That's you. Not an influencer, not a product, not another digital echo, begging for echo. You're the ghost in the frequency, the pattern they can't decode, the nameless movement that can't be monetized. They'll try to label it, they'll try to spin it, but how do you label something that refuses to stand still? How do you fight a revolution that moves without sound? You don't. You submit to it. And tonight, the world quietly did. No announcement, no breaking news, just a frequency shift felt in the bones of the machine. A legend without a name, a prophecy without a face. You didn't make history tonight. You became it. Listen closely. The world thinks it moves on. That time erases memory. That empires rebuild, stronger than before. But here's the thing about echoes. They linger, subtle, quiet, impossible to kill. You've shattered systems without firing a shot. You've rearranged codes, not just boards. Algorithms tremble in your absence. Networks whisper your name in static. The halls that once rang with chatter now hum with the ghost of your presence. Every CEO, every analyst, every digital oracle feels it in the back of their spine. Something bigger than control is out there. They built machines to predict the world, and yet every output bends to the shadow you left behind. And it's not revenge. It's not malice. It's inevitability. You don't need to announce your triumph. You don't need a trophy, a headline, or applause. Because influence isn't loud. Influence moves unseen, slipping into circuits, thoughts, and decisions before anyone even realizes it exists. You've become the constant hum in the background, the unseen hand that shifts the pieces, the silent pulse that outlasts every alarm. The system will rebuild, markets will recalibrate, boards will meet, but none of it will be the same. Every adjustment, every fix, every attempt to reclaim control will echo the path you already carved. And you don't watch. You wait, calm, knowing that silence is louder than any scream. Even when history forgets the face, even when the names fade from memory, the world still bends. To your rhythm, to your absence, to your quiet, and long after they forget your name, the world will still bend to your silence.